Friday, February 24th, 4:53 p.m. New York time. U.S. stock markets closed. We just finished another week. Let's look at the weekly charts. That means each candle represents a week. And the whole chart grid is 1 year. Look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average Stock Index. And then we'll look at the 30 stocks inside that stock index, alphabetical order. They are on the watch list on the left in alphabetical order. So here, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed red for the week. Made a lower high, lower low than the prior week. It also made a new low for the year, right here. Yep, lower high than that prior week. There's a low of the prior week, so it made a lower low as well, too. That was the low of this year when we took it out. This was a consolidation. We broke below it and closed below that. That's even more bearish. Yep, little tiny wick there. Possibly still coming down to this supply zone. Look at consolidation, maybe doing consolidation, breakdown, staircase pattern, lower low. Like this. Consolidation, breakdown, consolidation. Might be going to retest something worse. We never finished filling this gap down here. This is a gap. Yep, we never finished filling it. All the way back there. Let's take this back a little bit further. So we're looking at 3 years. That gap was all the way back there. 2020, November 2020. Yep, that was a gap up. So look at that. Past 3 years on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let's go look at the individual stocks now. Apple also closed red, made a lower high, lower low. Never even retested that supply zone. Nope, gapped. Running gap was below. But again, this is a huge consolidation in this area. So all these 3 past weeks are inside this long candle still. That's Apple. So again, the stock index made a new low for the year. Apple did not. Apple is stronger than the index. Amgen, Alpha Mike Golf November, also made a new low for the year. It's bad. Yep. American Express. There was a consolidation. And look at that. Lower low, lower high. What's interesting is the trading range it made this week compared to these past several weeks as well, too. Yep. Little tiny trading ranges since that one. So here it's an consolidation. Small little trading range, small little body. Just a consolidation. It hasn't broken out of it yet. That's the finance. Boeing, red for the week, lower high, lower low. It broke below this consolidation, which is interesting. Last week was a new high for the year. Again, don't buy at the high. Nope. Look to take profits. And if you didn't do that already, shame on you. We're much closer to the low of the year, which is here. Caterpillar, Charlie Alpha Tango. Oof, look, took out. This was the low of the year right there. And we took it out. But we closed just at it or just above it. So let's move that. But it did break below this consolidation here. Charlie Romeo Mike, Salesforce. Red for the week, lower low, lower high. Looks like it's still coming down to this demand zone. Just notice several of these Dow stocks I already showed you have small little candles for the last week. That's okay. Good. Not panic selling as some of them were. Again, that's good. If you're bullish, you prefer to see this than a big smackdown like that. Cisco, inside candle for the week. Interesting. Not too many of those we see, but yeah. That means indecision, but it's a solid body equivalent to a red candle. That's more bearish. Again, still in a tight range here. Chevron. Okay, made a new low for the year. Closed green, closed below that prior body. And almost like a dodgy indecision candle. Maybe it's going to fill this gap. Maybe. Disney. Also red for the week, lower low, lower high. Never even tested this supply zone yet. Nope. Let's look at a Fibonacci. That trend to determine how far it's gone. Yep. It broke the 50% and closed below the 50%. So it may still be coming down to that 0.618. I'm going to leave this Fibonacci on here. So next time I cue it in, I will see. Dow Chemical. Okay, green for the week, but made a lower high, lower low. Long wick on the bottom, testing a demand zone of buyers. Very nice. Very nice. So in the past, there were buyers here. Stepped down, buyer stepped in again. Might consider pulling on a bullish strategy. Yeah. You don't want to trade options, then buy. Consider buying one stock share. Get skin in the game. It closed at 57.79. Put an order and buy one share. Learn from it. Money management. Or if you want to do the option strategies, where I talk about them on my Patreon, you know, I'm putting an arrow here because this may be an opportunity, and I'll look at that later in my option chain. And I also have to do a top down on that opportunity. Goldman Sachs, red for the week, lower low, lower high. Still all this for this year, tight consolidation, and buyers already stepped in, which makes sense because typically the big bodies, you like to see a retracement midpoint, and that's what it did. Did a retracement deeply, buyer stepped in here. But again, it did close below the prior week. Home Depot, oof, smackdown. New low for the year. Look at that. That was the prior low of the year, and it took it out. Wow. Broke below this consolidation. Yep. This is a failure. Not good. Yeah. Maybe it's doing the retest the midpoint here. Honeywell, red for the week, lower low, lower high. Tested and broke below midpoint of that big candle. It may actually start seeing a buying opportunity coming soon. Be looking here soon for consolidation. Like this, you had this huge impact move down. Consolidation and then reversal. So maybe we'll have that sometime sooner. IBM, new low for the year. Intel, oof, new low for the year. Wow. Okay, it also broke below that consolidation. Just shy of the low of last year too. Wow. Intel struggling. It's in bad shape. Johnson & Johnson, new low for the year. Wow, it took out that swing low too. Let's zoom out and see how far that was back. Took out that low all the way back in 2021. Wow, let's extend this out because this was several times. Oops. It didn't work. There we go. So several times this demand zone was tested here, went up, here, went up. Even though it took that swing low, watch that closely, potential trade eye there. That's Johnson & Johnson. So remove that yellow horizontal line. Next one. JP Morgan. Yep, same thing. Look at that. Came down, tested this midpoint area and these swing lows. Bunch of buyers stepped in. Okay. So now it's an consolidation. Oops. Let's add that, fix that. Put a box there. That's Johnson, JP Morgan. Coca-Cola inside candle in this consolidation. This was a demand zone for buyers. That was supply zone of sellers. And it's right inside that. And a yellow candle indecision. That'd be nice if it breaks out next week up there. Yeah, break out to the upside. One might be consider doing the bullish strategy. Bull put spreads. McDonald's, big consolidation. 3M, new low for the year. Merck, oof, doing a retracement, just a retracement of this downward move. Microsoft, yep, broke below that inside candle. Lower high, lower low, small trading range. Again, it looks like it might be on target coming down here. Nike, retail, not surprised. Red, lower high, lower low. Big consolidation there. Still not impressed with that, nope. Procter & Gamble, green for the week. Actually made a higher high, higher low, and then rejected that at 140. Big consolidation here. Yeah, that might be going lower too. Because it broke above that inside, it broke above the high of last week and then rejected a big wick on the top. Oh, terrible. Not surprised. Travelers, Tango Romeo Victor, 3 weeks in a row inside candles. Massive consolidation here for this financial company. Gotta wonder, is this under accumulation or distribution? Well, look at this big candle, big red candle. It closed below 50% of its body on massive volume. This big red candle, too, closed near the below midpoint, massive volume. This green candle, look at that, it closed below midpoint. If you take the high and low and look at the midpoint, it closed below it. It's like huge distribution occurring over here. So some inside events occurring that we may not know till sometime after the next quarter. Wonder what they're toxic invested into. Uniform November Hotel, red for the week. Syndic consolidation. Visa. Yep, not surprised. A lot of the financials. Look at that. Lower high, lower low. Little tiny trading range. Verizon. Yeah, red for the week. Lower low, lower high. Let's just queue in AT&T, see if it's worse. It's very similar. Verizon. We already did that one. Whiskey Bravo Alpha, Walgreens, massive consolidation here. And Walmart. Yeah, massive consolidation, but it still looks like it's struggling like that. There we go. The Dow 30 stocks. We'll leave this here with the Dow 30 index. This time frame. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. If you've gotten value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on my PayPal or Venmo. You can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe and leave a comment, please.